Okay, so many of you who watched some of the recent videos that I made on foldables probably knew that I was going to buy the all-new Samsung Z Fold 3, which is an amazing phone. But anyway, at the last second, well, maybe not even the last second, I actually bought the phone, and then a few hours later, I canceled that order and went for the Z Flip 3. Here's why. So starting off with the Z Fold 3 itself, I'm a huge fan of that series. You know, I absolutely love my Galaxy Z Fold 2. I bought it as soon as it came out last year without even hesitating. To me, it was just cutting edge technology. I love tech. I have to have one. And I actually thought the honeymoon period was gonna die out after like maybe a month or two, but it just never died. It's just an amazing phone. If you've experienced that, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Now, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 coming out this year is set to come out with quite a few things that have been upgraded, and I was also so very much looking forward to that. But as I mentioned, I canceled that order and went for the Z Flip about 2 or 3 hours later. Anyways, it's been upgraded to, you know, different levels, right? So now you have the IPX rating, which is a very, very good thing. It's now, well, they're both actually, the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3 are both rated IPX8, which means if you just happen to unfortunately drop that phone in water, let's say in a bucket of water, you should be okay as long as it's up to 1.5 meter at up to 30 minutes with that IPX8 water resistance. Anyway, so now jumping on the Z Flip 3. So Galaxy Z Fold 3 is running $1,800, or it's selling for $1,800 in the US. I want to make you listen to or watch this very short clip here. The foldable phones at one point are going to be just your normal phone. Like when you go, you can either pick up a foldable or foldable device at an affordable price, just like you could pick up a regular traditional phone factor at an affordable price. So as you can see, what I said there is actually happening. The Z Flip 3 is priced at $999. You have a bunch of regular phones that are priced more expensive than that Z Flip. And you have to keep in mind, the Z Flip is a legit phone. It's a good phone. It's even a luxury phone. It's a premium phone, right? But yet, price-wise, it's already getting competitive. So it's loaded with that same processor you have on the Z Fold 3. So that would be that Snapdragon 888. Of course, you have a 120 Hertz adaptive refresh rate here, IPX8 water resistance, of course, as I mentioned, also up to 1.5 meter for up to 30 minutes. You have Android 11 with One UI 3.5 running on here, 128 gigs base storage, 8 gigs of RAM, of course. Pretty nice camera also. It is fast charging capable at up to 25 watt. You have fingerprint sensor, all that good stuff. So it's very, very exciting. And by the way, if this is your first time visiting, well, welcome to the channel, of course. I'm certainly hoping that you're enjoying the content so far. And if you are, I truly appreciate that. Now, please do me a huge favor. Hit both the like and the subscribe button. That's a tremendous boost to this channel. Again, I very much appreciate that. So when I went through the whole thing and purchased my Galaxy Z Fold 3, my grand total after using all the discount and the trade-ins, I was still up to about $1,100, which it's still a lot of money. I hesitated a lot, but then I pushed that through. And it was this high simply because, you know, the phone itself is expensive, but not only that, I really wanted to buy the Galaxy Watch 4, which I added to the bundle. And that's how I ended up with about $1,100 in terms of how much I needed to pay. And I went back to the Z Flip 3 and I did the math, you know, taking a foldable phone and adding the Galaxy Watch. In fact, when I took just the phone, as if I was just buying the phone, so using the reservation code, the fact that I had reserved, using all of the discounts that Samsung was offering, I was left with about $148 that I had to pay out of pocket to get a Z Flip 3. So to me, it was just a no-brainer. I could just go ahead and pay that $140 something and just get the Z Flip 3. I was just thinking, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and buy this one and just cancel that order and maybe wait? Because, you know, Samsung has a tendency of dropping prices on their devices. So I'm thinking maybe if I just buy the Z Flip for now and wait and see what they're going to do with the Z Fold 3, maybe if the price dramatically drops like they like to do, then I'll go ahead and buy that, if at all possible. But anyway, and since I wanted to get the new Galaxy Watch 4 and switch away from my Apple Watch Series 6 here, I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and toss that into the Z Flip 3 bundle, and I added that in addition to other discounts. So I ended up paying, I believe, $340, $340, $330 something, high 30. So $330 something for the Z Flip and the Galaxy Watch. And of course, it came with a couple of things, you know, like the YouTube for 4 months, I believe, and a couple of stuff there. So a very, very nice bundle. So in short, I went for the Galaxy Z Flip 3 simply because it was a much more appealing deal, despite how much I wanted to grab the Z Fold 3. I wanted the Z Fold 3 so badly, but I just had to. It just made a lot more sense to go for the Z Flip 3 here. And I might still go back and buy the Z Fold 3. Also, you have the processor, which is now a more, well, the best chipset on the Android platform, meaning you could definitely take that multitasking experience to just another level. It was already an amazing phone just for multitasking because it was built for that. You know, it's actually a productivity phone. You know, a lot of people think, well, you know, it's a gimmick and all that good stuff. No, it unfolds into a tablet that you can use, you know, to really boost your productivity, right? And in some ways, I almost understand why they got rid of the Galaxy Note line, which I'm still upset about, by the way. You know, I'm still hoping they bring it back, but you could kind of see that because the Galaxy Note line was set to be a productivity device, right? So now they have the Fold that can open up into a tablet, pretty much kind of like a tablet mode, and now you have a support for Samsung S Pen to kind of replace that Note line and really boost that productivity because you have a larger screen, right? So you do have a number of things that have been made better on the Samsung Z Fold 3, on the Galaxy Z Fold 3 here. Now remember, with the Snapdragon 865 Plus, battery life is actually very, very good on the Z Fold 2. Some devices are seeing less battery life with the Snapdragon 888, and I'm certainly hoping that it's not going to be the case with the foldables here, but we'll get to see. I get to see that when I get my Z Flip 3. And one last thing I want to highlight is the camera, the new selfie camera on the Galaxy Z Fold, which is, I think, one of the coolest thing. Again, cutting edge technology on an amazing phone, right? So now you have that selfie camera under the display, right? So you have the pixels on top of the camera. Sure, camera quality, the picture quality is suffering a little, or video quality is suffering a little because of that. And I know a lot of people are getting upset because of that, but in my humble opinion, I just feel like Samsung wants feedback from people, from the user, and trying to fix that before they add that to the next iteration of the line. Just like they did with the original Galaxy Fold. If you remember, when it came out, they had to actually recall that, make things, you know, fix things, and then put them back out, and things were better. And then they bettered so many things on the Z Fold 2. They did the same thing on the Z Fold 3. But anyway, what is your take on this? Are you going to buy either one of this? Have you bought, or did you already buy one of these? Maybe you just hate foldables. Let me know in the comment section. Let's get that back and forth going. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, of course, to like the video and share. And I'm also going to catch you in the next video. And up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.